Hello, hello. It's Friday, 10 a.m., 10:16. We are doing new stream. It's Friday update. So, as you know, every Friday we do updates about the company. And a few months ago, we decided to do streams mostly on updates. And if there are no updates, then we wait for next Friday. I feel that Friday is such a great way to release something. Um, so the way we do it is we try to release the version once it's ready on Monday. Then we go through week of test and feedback, and then Friday is it's out. That's ideal. Sometimes it goes differently, but that's usually the goal. So hopefully, you know, we will be able to keep up with the speed. Um, last time I was talking about that we'll do rollouts, um, and to me, rollout is just a more complex project. So, for example, the self-care AI, shout out to Phil, paywall, and paywall for subscription for the self-care AI, and a few other major features and fixes on the site. That to me is the next version. Meanwhile, we're releasing necessary tools to state the vision and state the product. This week, we worked with Vlad to add the mirror functionality. I'm very happy about this feature because we're doing this inside the browser. Um, so we started the conversation back in August about building an iOS app, and we decided to go for web app. And through months of work, we have a version that we wanted to have for a long time. It's a web app with a prototype for self-care AI with transparent community statistics, your personal information, and a mirror. So each of these functions can be expanded. And if you follow a lot for some time, you know that we had a version with banking and personal wallet and even dividends where you can buy, um, let's call it shares, tokens of the company, and see how your contributions affect the global statistics every day. So to me, we're moving towards that direction. However, we're doing it more stable and more grounded in a better pacing. So eventually, I can imagine where users online and total users transform to the capital because uh, we spend our time building it, and the idea that they're users are part of the team, and so you should be able to have dividends just by using the tool. I think revenue sharing is a big part, and we want revenue sharing to be uh, streamlined, not monthly payouts or weekly payouts, but just streamlined. And you should be able to see it why it happens. And if there's no uh, dividends, you should see why it happened too. So Maybe there are less of active users or less of new subscribers. So the statistics on the left corner would be expanded. Next, you can see there a wallet that supports all currencies. Then we have environmental statistics, time, humidity, temperature. You can imagine where humidity and temperature comes from your personal hardware, your personal sensor, not from a city weather station, but rather from your personal station. And you can imagine all other devices and sensors that can feed to this snapshot. Now we have Mala. Mala is a physical community token. You can buy it. It costs $1,000. The reason for that is that it's made of stone, onyx. It's 20 millimeters. It's heavy, very nice feel, and it's a bead. So you can buy 5, 10, 108 of them, and 108 is the amount of beads in the mala. Um, so sometimes I heard that investors saying, um, I would go, but I need to convince my entire firm, and um, or other cases like this. So we thought that it's just a direct investment. The money goes to lot, and uh, we sell one mala. Well, we already can launch a lot of things. We can have um, weekly, true. We can have weekly releases for software. We can release the self-care AI. We can have a support. So that means that there are a few more people on the team. There are two. We can start releasing the physical subscription in the simple way. We sell 2, 3 malas. Well, that's a significant investment. We can start planning and building, and so on. So to me, that's a very direct way to invest without going through um, all kinds of unnecessary paperwork. And I feel that we have a cap table from the last version with all the people who bought shares and all the supporters and friends. So I just keep this cap table uh, as honest and transparent as possible. And I feel that one of the iterations there will be cap table on the site where you can go and see all shareholders, everyone who invested. An investment could be buying something like this from lot rather than sending money or having endless conversations. It's a very simple way. Investment could be also if you use lot for a long time, and we have people on subscription for 2 years. So that's a significant. It's beyond active user. It's beyond power user. It's like a supporter, super user. So um, the sales of the stone will result in your status within the company. So if you believe, if you want to be part of it, that's a very direct way to buy it. Um, and say we can do things like um, if you buy 10 beads or if you buy 50 beads, we can have a safe document. So it's all based on government regulations. But I feel, as I said, that the first move is from the community, from investors. Um, so we're just doing the product. So that's Mala, and we updated the price. So the price was originally $100. now $1,000. Uh, the reason same is this is more of investment tool than the uh, object. So if you have it, people will know that you part of lot and you invested a lot. Next, we have memory. Memory is the prototype for the AI. And we have the very simple version, but it works so well without the intelligence, without super intelligence. And the secret is we create a moment and we validate the moment with a notification. So this comes from more than 10 years at Labka, where we realize that, say, the temperature or the humidity is always here. But then, for some reason, the person decides to measure humidity and temperature. That experience would last for 3 minutes. A lot of people would ask back then feature to log the measurement. So we even had like a game where each measurement would become uh, a stone and you would collect it. And so you would collect all the measurements. And so the question was always, um, so we need more measurements. We need people to use the product more. But why would people uh, even doing it? And so it comes to this idea that we have to take the snapshot of the moment. So measuring the temperature or measuring the humidity, it's the moment. So it's almost like a diary. Um, and so memory to me is that it just works uh, in reverse, where based on the context, machine asks you the right prompt. For example, it was sunny and now it's raining. So it's a reason for machine to ask something. For example, it's sunny, but because you're doing these streams and conversations with yourself, the machine noticed the difference in the voice and it asks you the right question. And so I feel that this memory is ultimate self-care tool, not because of the questions, not because of even the content of the questions, which is super value because it's already generated by the machine. The machine can learn that your tone and your pacing in your personality. Beyond that, we create a snapshot of the moment. So I feel that there will be a database from every day where you can just see um, not time and date, not your entry, like feel good or did this, did that, but rather um, like a technical specification of your day. Later, this information will be very useful to create, let's call them splat moments. So I can go back in time and look at the moment, but also hear the music inside the moment, smell the scent, feel the temperature. Believe that in the near future, to create a splat or create a moment, you don't even need that much of data or HD pictures or videos. I feel that this metadata data that we create in every day or every second is will be enough to create the moment. And it's very interesting where we store those moments, how we get them, and it comes to a lot of different interesting ideas, like creating a custom recorder, creating a custom camera but without lens. So it's a metadata camera, metadata recorder, which is weather station. So a lot of things can happen with memory. Today, this morning, asked me, are you getting 7 to 9 hours of sleep? So I'll say, not now. It's recorded this moment, and it recorded it at this time. It's Friday, the whole context. And it's important because the same answer on Monday means different things. Same answer at night means different things. And we can create our own model that will be there for us, knowing things that we even forgetting. I forgot that I was less outside than previous week, so it can prompt me uh, in my way, in my style, in a conversation, in a language that will relate to me, to spend a couple of hours outside. It can even prompt me to spend a couple of hours on airplane mode and generate music. That leads to the mirror. The mirror is, I found it extremely healing and useful in my life. At some point, maybe for 6 months or a year, I had my own face on the as a wallpaper on the phone. It really changed my perception because first weeks you feel very weird looking at yourself, and it's different feel from selfies because it's just your face there without um, and so you start to get used to and a lot of existential things like this is me, this is my face, this is my body, and it starts from there. And to me, mirror is that feature. With the advancements of uh, AI, video editing, and bandwidth, I can imagine my mirror to start talking on its own behalf. Like I pause, and the mirror start talking in my voice and saying things like, "It's Friday. How you feel about it?" And I have a conversation with myself. I can imagine the mirror becoming the portal for this plot. I can imagine how mirror works together with memory in the right moment, asking me question and maybe asking me to take a picture of myself to remember the moment. So this is just the software part. The idea that the software part will be so useful that you will be using it more than any other site. You will feel better more here. Meditation, breathing exercises, maybe some productivity tools, unconventional. The fact that there are users online can create a nice work environment and healing environment. We're not promoting, we're not selling ads, so this is organic uh, evolution, and that's the idea because the community, the users, will be very helpful for everyone. Then it comes to social features, connecting to people, public profiles. Perhaps I can share this exact page somewhere else, and people will see not just me talking, but also people will see what's going on with the entire community. The comments can appear here. They also will see the my personal statistics and even it's one day my personal vitals. And this is just software part. Maybe you can subscribe to me here on Lot before subscribing to a Lot itself. The next part is physical environment. And the goal is to make it as revolutionary to consumer to subscription as this site. So I wanted to show a few things from the past week, just a recap from the thinking. So this is the latest. Well, the way I think about it is um, we can aim for a super device um, like the sensor. With this. So we can aim for creating a personal device that would have environmental sensors, perhaps personal sensors like temperature, AKG. So it's possible to do all in one device, one sensor. So that's the ultimate way to do it. So it's one sensor, connects to the system, has temperature, humidity, body vitals. It has bandwidth, so it connects to the cloud with the general intelligence, and it has local intelligence on the device as well. It can record the moment, so you press a button and it does it by itself. Take a picture, take a sound snapshot, it take measurement, um, perhaps UV test, so to understand if you are outside or not outside. So a lot of things can be done, or with a picture. A lot of things can be done. You just press the button, like take a picture of the moment. So this is the ultimate way, and well, it will be great to release this device from lot. So also looking at this. However, I'm thinking that the intermediate step, the V0, could be releasing a body thermometer. This is a product that everyone uses, everyone has it at home. It can be done unconventionally, but with very conventional user experience. So simplest form, you hold it in your hand, you put it under your arm, or you put it in your mouth, and it takes the measurement. There's a simple ink screen, and when it's ready, it gives a signal um, and shows you the number, and that's it. Simplest possible medical device. This trajectory can evolve, and it just shows how makes sense how the system works together. So this comes in one of your packages, but this can be in every package. It's the test strips, and test strips for uh, you know all liquids that comes from the person, because with machine vision, with computer vision, I can show the result to the camera here on lot. I don't have to launch the app. I don't have to take a picture. I just show the strip here on the main page on lot to the mirror, and it tells me through memory conversation. It asks me a few questions like, "Do you drink water? Have you eaten this or that? Try to cut this product from your diet for a couple of weeks." There could be myriad of billions of advices that can be given just by looking at your face, tone of your voice, context, and real psychological data. And imagine this trips comes in subscription. So already you can see how the system works together, where I have strips and I have the software with intelligence that work together. I have, it can ask you, can you please take a measure, can you please take a body temperature for me? You have a body temperature. If we release it through uh, the one sensor device, there could be experience that built in where you uh, scan it daily as a routine. But this is also morning routine. So you wake up and you go pee on this thing first thing in the morning. And I think that's really presents the idea, the vision of Lot. It's very personal, very intimate company. And a lot of things that you don't think about or rely on other people to do, like the example of someone else buying you toothbrush. Like it all comes to you. You become um, the universe, and all the products are feeds to you. And we found that um, self-care is preventative care. Preventative care is really the 60% of the medicine, because a lot of things can be prevented. It's just we don't think about it until it happens. And it's just because it's just scary. The thing is scary. And so if there is built-in experience, which is something that you're looking forward every morning, something that you have control and access, like your body, and you understand your mind, that become self-care, that become preventative care. If you have routine from Lot that you use every morning and it, you live in symbiosis with it, you see results in your spirit, in your surroundings, and eventually in your income. I feel that that's the product. And it's not that, I'm looking for answers. Boom, there's Lot. I subscribe to Lot, and that's where I start. It's one way. That what happens to me, I guess. But I feel that there are ways for people who already found answers to use Lot as well as a um, medical, healthcare, self-care companion. The long sleeve shirts are available for pre-sale. It's really shows the story, the inspiration. I believe that these conversations are rolled in development team. I create a few social platforms, and I can see how the waves are coming and go. So the R&D team is there, and I really appreciate all the support that we have in Wizlot. So without the support, we wouldn't be able to do it. So it's a lot of fuel from the community. And this is another thing that will not be in the packaging. Uh, there's something you can buy in the package. There's something you can buy separately, and people will know that you um, hardcore futurist supporter of Lot. And so in that case, we have I guess, two tiers of investment. One is this R&D form that you can wear to work, do your own things, but be in the universe. You can be an investor by buying the bead as well. So I hope that the shop will evolve. Perhaps we do the thermometer, perhaps there are other ideas, and to me, the shop is the first step towards building this. In the past few weeks, I'm thinking about uh, the scale of the company, and I heard advices where we need to raise funding and start working on the device rather than focusing on subscription. Um, in my mind, subscription is the first necessary pillow for everything else. So if and once subscription is in place, that means that we can have a better experience of hardware devices. They can be sent to you. You can send them back. We can send a new version to you. We can price it differently because if a subscription, it can cost like a computer, and you would pay through a year. So subscription is very important for launching a hardware device, in my experience. Um, as for the next year, I feel that we can really go very, very fast if we want to. Launching the device, like extreme example, start working on the device, launching the V1 of the device, this load sensor, to starting a physical subscription and having the website, the dashboard. So those three things can go and can scale very fast. If I have to choose, we starting with the site, then we move into physical subscription, and then we move into the computer. And computer was always there. Computer was the key for the Arc, the mobile home, and Arc and mobile home is autonomous, so it moves between physical locations of the grid, and the vision goes from there. Really hope we'll be able to have a stream button go live. I feel like maybe you press mirror, like mirror off, there's no stream. So the profile is public, but the mic shuts off and the video shuts off. Mirror on, you start streaming and you can talk, and that's the whole. It's I feel that that's how a lot will work. You need to subscribe. It's on and off. There's no hidden features, no hidden buttons. You need to start streaming on and off. Um, very, very simple. Same simplicity should be for social, for contacting people, and maybe keeping your world, maybe the contact list and from your world, and the products that you subscribe to, and your streams or your splats. So the library, the archive is big deal. I feel that it must be done off the grid. Hosting this whole thing on Amazon servers feels strange, defeats the purpose. So, and the metadata must be decentralized as well. So it forever. So a lot of work, but I'm happy that we have so much progress so far. In 24, I hope we go full throttle. That's plan A. Plan B, we already have so much to scale and set up. So we did a lot of good work, and collectively, I feel that we did a lot of good work this year. So lot is ready for the next iteration and ready for scale too. Because even if you think about um, hiring and management, the corporate structure, corporate architecture, it will go around those three departments: mind, body, and spirit. Because spirit is like writer's room. It's the just everyone can participate in all departments, but I feel that there's always a manager for each one. And so spirit to me is a place where it's like the R&D lab where the ideas, stories, features, unhinged, comes out. Some of them shared live, some of them talked on the TV, some of them prototyped, some of them secret and goes into production. Then we have mind. Mind works very close with spirit because mind is software, the intelligence. So the iteration is very, very fast. If there's something comes from spirit, it may appear next morning in the on the software. And then we have body. Body is physical stuff, logistics, product management, manufacturing, distribution, storage, and it should go very fast as well. However, has its own pacing because it depends on the outside world. That means that the body go together with outside world and with mind and the spirit departments. And so if you want to work a lot, that's how I'm thinking about it. It's mind, body, and spirit. And those are departments. And each department has its own marketing department, product department, and design teams, and things like this. So it's very scalable for a few thousand people. Um, Igor, 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 asking, computer, is it hardware or just software? Uh, so I think this thing is combination. It's a combination of the both. It's really eventually the line is blurred between local, um, local computing, cloud computing, even soft in case of load software and hardware. I just think that there should be a product, and it's not the sizes like this. So it's maybe 5 centimeters. So it's maybe even less. So I feel that this product sits on your uh, any surface. You playing with kids, you cooking, you driving or working. It's just there and nice heavy material. No notifications, no talking, just snapshots, and so you know that it knows. So we imagine in the future where you don't even have to tell it, "Hey Siri, please do this," or ask or help with this. You just press a button, and it already knows what's going on because of the context, the previous information, your interactions with it throughout other days, general community mood, time of the day, just the context. and so it can already create a prompt for you, to the extent where it can even say do things like the examples that people like, book a cab for you without you saying I need a cab, and it knows where to go. So that's already on our phones in one way or another, but we can just do it even without screen. So I call it computer. Sensor may be a better way, because um, is what it is that there's so much things going on. For example, your body shape and your appearance of your face can change depending on it changes depending on um, quality of the water, but you don't see it. So for you, it's the same face. You don't recognize the difference. Um, and so if there's a sensor, it can tell very fast what you need to do and what's happening. So another thing is that um, self-care and preventative care is not something you do, which we unfortunately all of us do after something happens. We're like, okay, now I need to take care of myself. But it should happen in early age, where you're already connected to your body, you know the vitals, you take care of it, you monitor it together with the machine from childhood. So that's the goal. So a person, the year of 5, should be able to use LOT. That's why we have kids. In our system, it will be indistinguishable from um, rather the whole lot is for kids. So kids can use it, and if kids can use it, adults can use it too. This is maybe 6th iteration of the device since Lapka. So what happened is that we sold the company Lapka to Airbnb. We did prototypes there. We continue to do prototypes there. Um, all kind of devices, all kind of purposes, but mostly personal, wearable companion. Then we did the same thing at Easy for 3 years. A lot of research and a lot of results with personal companion, wearable companion. Then we did client work collaboration for WorkCoin, where we presented the egg, which is also personal companion. So the idea that the egg is not a Bluetooth appliance for your phone, it's a standalone device. So it's kind of new paradigm, because there are two problems with the devices. One is charging, so it depends on electricity. The second one on the grid is connectivity. You depend on wireless uh, companies. And so both things are now fixable in smaller scale or larger scale. The smaller scale is setting up LoRa stations throughout the world and have our own LOT layer of connectivity. So maybe later. Another solution is to find a way how to work with Starlink and uh, store the device elsewhere. I mean, store the information elsewhere and connect through Starlink. Absolutely avoiding the mainstream grid. Because so same here, same for this device is if we want it to be standalone. Like we can release it, but if it will be connected to the phone, in our case, again defeats the purpose. Maybe as a sensor it would work, uh, but I feel that it must be off the grid. Even maybe uh, at least having its own SIM, but maybe further be connected to Starlink, and the charging must be also reinvented. The experience of it. I think it is doable to release a prototype in 9 months, first run of 100 units, 200 units, and in 2 years get to 5,000, 10,000 units. 2 years from this point. So well, that's why the plan is here. That would be amazing. That's our dream. In fact, I was referring that a lot is like prequel to Lapka. But meanwhile, while we develop this product another for 2 3 years, we can already have a lot of value and contribution to personal self-care through physical subscription. And once they both out, you perhaps will less screen and more this device. So that's the scope. I hope you find it interesting. If you know someone who can be interested, please uh, spread the word. It would be great if you can send it to someone you know with your introduction, saying in your own words what do you think about it. So that will really help. Maybe you know someone who can help and interested in scaling one of those features, be it the dashboard, AI part, um, physical subscription, the video with mirror, generative sound for the meditation, arc. So all those features are outlined and ready to be scaled. Um, we are focused on the morning dashboard for now. And I find myself, especially last few weeks, spending more time on the dashboard than anywhere else. I don't use YouTube anymore. I don't. I was hanging out in ChatGPT for some time, sitting and just talking different topics. I don't do it anymore. Spend some time on Twitter just to understand the dynamic. Great site, but I genuinely spending more and more time at lot, and I wish it would prompt me for more things like breathing and drinking water, exercise, and I really wish I would be able to connect. Like I really want to post on lot. I don't. I want to post a lot. So hopefully that will be there soon. And I would like to send this streaming link to anyone directly or through social media so people can not go to YouTube or look for the link, but it's just there on lot. Tactics just connected. Thank you for the stream as always. Gonna watch it from the start later. Thank you very much, Tactics. Your support is greatly appreciated. Right, what else? What else? What else? Thank you everyone for thank you Matt for your support. really great to see people using the product. Like I like this picture so much because I like this picture so much because it's well, it becomes part of lot, and lot becomes part of it. It's a natural thing, and um, this one thing where we, if you go to the site, um, you know what it is. It's sometimes you feel something, and you know that you need to breathe. And I put myself to the task of breathing deep for 10 times, and I would never do 10 times. I would always find myself, oh, I actually just did one breath or three breaths, but I don't did 10 because once you do three, your mind like, okay, it's good, let's go. And but you can't catch it. It's natural. You can't fake it. You can force it. You can't just. It's hard. Just breathing is hard. Um, and so I find the same with our feature for sunrise and sunset. If you go, if you wake up before sunrise and you go to the site and you'll be there for that minute, you'll see how site changes its whole appearance, background color, buttons, everything changes because it watches sunrise with you. And it also promotes you to go outside and see it because it's like alarm. Look, you're on the site, but there's sunrise outside. And it also motivates you to wake up before it. So they work together, sun and the sunrise feature unlocked. It's not taking you away from sun, it's promoting you to go out. And the same for sunset. You can't catch it. I tried to catch it, but it's only a feeling. You go to the site, and it happened to me just once. I went to the site for just to switch. Boom! I see just 1 minute, and I see this sunset, and I wasn't able to catch it before. Even if I put like, okay, I'll go to the site and I wait for the sunset or I wait for the sunrise. Something distracts, and you forget about it, and boom, you find yourself 5 minutes later, and okay, I missed it. So I think we'll have a lot of this. Makes it very spiritual. We'll have a lot of these features on the site that promotes just this lifestyle, nature. And we away from nature because we need to be social, we need to network, we need to build careers and products and things, and we forget about nature. And so, hopefully, a lot will be the point where you connect to the system, yourself, and the products, self care, software, network, other people, technology, latest news, latest technology, latest design, but also you will always be there for the sun. Thank you, Matt. Thank you, Artur. It's also a great picture. I like this picture because you don't see the dashboard. What is there? Matt is outside. Maybe once the mirror is on, the HUD can fade and you just see the mirror. And then you start to shake the phone, the HUD is back. So a lot of these interactions planned. And in the future, um, it will be a very coherent product. So good things. is it possible to see Valia? Is it possible to see a lot headphones in the future? It's a great suggestion. We must do it. Yeah, headphones. Something about headphones and the hood on the hoodie. Those two things makes it. I guess this is our version of hats and crowns because I'm sure you too find yourself many times with headphones without playing anything. Just the weight of it makes it better. And then you have a hood on, it creates different kind of energy. So it's important product. Tactics, dreaming about lot feed air, same, must be special, different. All right, thank you very much. Um, please share the video, share a lot, tell your version of the story. That would really help. Creates the momentum, and um, yes, we need to build a lot of things. See you soon. All the best and happy holidays, of course. Christmas, New Year. We'll see you next year, 2024. Will be big. Bye bye.